Before we get started, I want to share with you a couple of questions we got from our viewers. Now here's the first one. I know I dropped the ball this year in regards to my overall marketing strategy, and frankly the phone is just not ringing enough during our slow months. My install guys are not doing installs, but the bills just keep on coming. I don't want to make the same mistake next year in 2019. Can you give me some ideas on what types of marketing I can do and how it fits into my overall marketing strategy? You know, Bob, that's a great question. One of the things that we did here in Colorado Springs is we used promotions to make sure that we were generating activity, getting the phones to ring in our shoulder seasons. I want you to watch this clip from Gary video because he goes into detail about how to use promotions in the slower seasons.
Hi, I'm Gary Alex. Welcome back to EGIA Contractor University. We're happy to have you. Today's subject is marketing, branding, and specifically we're going to talk about promotional strategy, which is how to create a promotion in your shoulder or slow seasons, your off seasons, to be able to get a call to action so somebody will be able to say, yes, I want to purchase something from you that's going to be a high gross profit dollar event so that we can sell some labor that we have in our off period where we normally wouldn't. And so those promotions sometimes are creative, sometimes we have to be a little bit out of the box. We've done some crazy things, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But the one thing that we know for sure is that we need to have a promotion. We need to have some compelling reason why a consumer, as a part of our marketing plan, will have that call to action. So before we dive into the promotional side of things, just want to refresh your memory on where the marketing plan fits in the overall business plan, because part of what we're doing here is we're structuring a plan and a very organized, orderly approach to a budget process that not only includes marketing, but includes basically how we're going to actually make a 20% EBIT. So let's take a look at where we're at. So if you remember, just going back, the vision of a company, the values of the company, and the belief system, the culture, all set up the discussion of what is going on inside of our world. And then we have a business model, and that business model that we're talking about right now is residential changeout and replacement. So demand service could be a part of this discussion as well. Maintenance could be a part of this discussion because some of our promotions were going to be tied to maintenance or club customers, and it's going to be a very specific, narrow target audience based on where we're going to actually deliver this promotion. So some promotions we're going to be broadcasting to the globe. It's going to be out on the web, which means anybody from anywhere could potentially hit that pay-per-click or hit that particular website. Some promotions are going to be very narrow and very focused in on only our existing club customers because we don't want to make it public. So that brings us to the idea that we're going to have some goals, some 1-year and 3-year goals. So I want to reinforce the topic here. That's part of the reason we're going through this discussion, is you need to have a budget. You've got to have that 12-month budget for next year's sales plan, gross profit dollars, and more importantly, the number of leads and jobs that you need on a monthly, weekly, and daily basis. And that brings us to the discussion of January, February, March, let's call that our slow season. Maybe in the north it's going to be April, maybe even a little bit of May, maybe November, December. So those months, we've got to have a specific number of jobs that we know we have to have at a given gross profit amount to hit the gross profit dollars that covers up the break even for the overhead. So if I have a budget of 100,000 sales dollars at a 40% gross margin percentage, it's going to give me 40,000 gross profit dollars. And my overhead is 40,000 a month in overhead. That is a net zero profit, but I have broken even. And in a slow month, I might be willing to accept that. I'm not suggesting that you should. I'm saying that that's better than losing money. Certainly the alternative of losing money is less attractive. So our goal is to set the number of target leads and the number of target closure rate in order to get to that place. When we have that established, what we can do is we can then take a net service and maintenance leads, net regular leads that we would get or predict. And in our slow season, there's a difference, there's a gap. And so we have more labor than we have opportunities. So our promotional strategy is designed to get some of those people that might be kind of sort of hanging around and maybe going to make a decision, but I got to think it over. And so they're going to be the type of people that we want to facilitate upwards so that we can sell those additional jobs.